BPro is the restructuration of the postgraduate program of the Bartlett School of Architecture. We have a new space of production, a big workshop, accessible to the students to produce with their tutors new researches, big computational tools, robotics, and of course many advices from international architects to have an access to what is creative architecture today.
We're a team of 4 from different countries, all of us, a multicultural team of architects. The project is, this final piece is a micro pavilion, and the idea was to create something between a column and a pavilion where you to enter. It is unique in the way that we use algorithms and scripts to create the shape, and also in the fabrication process as well, using this robotic arm and the capabilities of carbon fibers to create this structural shape.
I think JD is a unique program in that sense that we all investigate computational processes and their relation with material. So all the different research clusters are working a lot with material and actual prototyping.
Right now the GAD is really making use of the technology that is available today for really rethinking what architecture is and how we can build different ways of architecture.
So the project behind us is the Filametrics project is a project investigating 3D printed space frame structures. And the students were scripting high-resolution data sets of toolpaths for the robots, and then they were actually extruding a plastic in the air with the robots, creating a big kind of space frame-like structure.
I'm really proud of kind of be probably the first generation of what will really become a new stage of architecture.
My installation is about create a kind of dynamic space. It has 9 cells now. Each of the cells have its own intelligence. It will behave according to its neighbor's behavior. Each of the cells have 2 light sensors. They communicate with through light. So when people go through it, they will interrupt the communication among the cells. So they will change the global behavior of the cells. We not only draw the architecture, actually we build space just like this.
I think the purpose of the program here is to really reconceptualize what urban design is, to reground it in a really strong social and political discourse, and to use design experimentation to really test new approaches to some of the challenges that we face in terms of population growth, cities, climate change, etc. Incredibly unique is, first of all, its attempt to take very seriously some of the realities that students will face as they enter into the workforce, either as practitioners or as architects or urban designers later on. That means that we really bring together, I think, in a very powerful way, a very strong research and analytical framework with a kind of propositional projective design process. And I think that to be at once experimental in the way that we constitute the problems out there, and experimental in terms of the way that we reframe them through a design project.
The project is called Island for an Empire, Infrastructure, Delirium, and the Birth of a New Ottoman Project. It's about investigating the complexity in a large-scale infrastructural project. Namely, this one is the Istanbul Canal Project. And then we play on that idea and then try to look at the conflicts or issues that are raised with this project throughout the scales, from the geopolitical down to the regional, to the territorial, even to the scale of the wall. So how do we see this new infrastructure influencing the growth or the urbanization of Istanbul in the next 2 to 3 decades? In this course, we really learn how to take a certain topic really out the window and go extremely detailed, extremely critical about all the topics from all the scales. That's the most valuable thing from this course.
UD2 is one of the 3 streams that exist in BPro, and is dealing with urban design from a systemic point of view. In particular, is investigating the relationship between urban form and the morphogenetic process that influence this form to emerge. For example, there is one project that is dealing with the copper mining area in Arizona, and try to understand how there are scars in the landscape in the territory that host both a mining activity, but as well people started to live there, and there are cities that are growing in numbers. So they started to use biological algorithms, in particular slime mold, to compute and started to design how the terrain could be further modified during the mining process, so that it's not going to host only mining activity, but integrate the mining activity with the multiple programs that are already existing in the site.
I'm very, very glad to be part of this program. The tutors are searching for new expressions in architecture and searching for the future of designers and our role as a designers in architecture. B-Pro was this type of window for me to discover new philosophical approaches.